YouTube channel.
Take it or leave it.
Take it or... All right, Matt, get in here. Come on. All right. Come on. All right. Matt's going to hit you guys with a fire intro. Hit him with it, Matt.
Yeah.
Welcome to the best damn YouTube channel. Take it or leave it.
Welcome back to another video. We got Boomhauer right behind you over there. We got this Mustang here. It's actually being sold. Look at the twin turbo Mustang.
Damn.
Damn.
Being sold. Then you got Boomhauer, which isn't being sold. It's being given away. Phil, come on, walk in here just like Cameo. Walk in, hit him with the facts, Phil. I'll walk out, you walk in, hit him with the facts.
Ella Swap, New Edge, Muffin Cat Pillar, First Round Duck, Wife Beater, Starter Pack.
Yeah.
Go to the merch link down below. You enter to win. Buy you a t-shirt.
That was
hat.
2 weeks ago, Phil.
What?
It's got tires.
2 weeks ago.
It's got brakes. It's got an engine and a transmission. What more could you ask for?
And it also comes with a tune-up from Matt himself, because I said I like running race gas, but Matt's like, no, we need a pump gas tune. So when you win this car, you get the car, you get 2 nitrous bottles, you get the 200, the 250, and 300 shot, and you get a tune-up from Matt to run pump gas, and have the standalone so you can drive around the street and bust
and
your
a
neighbor's
pack
house.
of Hanes Wife Beaters.
And I'll throw in a pack of Hanes White Beers. They'll have the Ellis Nasty embroidered logo on it of your size. So whoever wins. All you gotta do to enter is go to ellisnasty.com. And when you guys see this video, it'll be the 15th, so I can't reveal too much information yet. But we got some new stuff coming out. Chris is wearing one of the limited edition hats right now. There's only 50 of these in creation in the world. So I'm not sure if they're still available.
And
or
they're
if
numbered.
Yeah, they're numbered. They're numbered 1 through 50.
You can sell it on eBay.
Chris has got 51.
Yeah, Chris does have 51 actually. But I'm not sure if they're available or not, but at this point in time we're filming this video, they are, so you can go down to ellisnasty.com. It's the first link in the description below. Any item you purchase is an entry to win this badass 2002 New Edge Mustang LS Swap Holly EFI TH400 nitrous.
Fries across your eyes.
Yeah, it's got fries across your eyes. All right, we're talking about more Mustang stuff though, so let's get into it. We got, I guess you can call this a muffin cap peeler starter pack here. We'll just go. We'll just go from the top down. We got a 460-inch TCAM Performance LSX block, Frankenstein heads, big old Texas Speed 4500 intake. We got a mid plate because we got to run a mid plate on there. I got a motor plate sitting in the car. I went with 1/8-inch steel on this one. I know a lot of people are like, hey, you need to run the aluminum mid plate. Matt, what's your take on the aluminum mid plate?
I like the steel mid plates a little bit better. I feel like the mid plate really takes the load of the engine, and I think that a steel mid plate is a little bit more robust.
You got to be robust if you're going to be taking loads. So
yeah.
Steel mid plate, very good. Also, I think it's a little bit easier for the converter spacing because it's like a thin washer instead of like a big ass washer or multiple washers. So badass engine, badass intake, 4500 Holley elbow, set up for a 105 throttle body. We got a Mickey 2-speed 400, and it's got an external dump on it. We got a Cameron's torque converter, which I think that's Chris's converter, but I didn't even tell him that I have it over here, to be honest with you, because
I guess half of that's mine too.
Sorry, just the converter. That's just the converter. Then I got these badass Cameron Johnson race cars, titanium lower control arms. Don't worry, Chris, I'm gonna get you a set of these to make up for that converter. Those things are slick. This video is just absolutely out of control. What do you think about these, though? Honestly,
I like them. They're very.
They're badass.
Yeah, they're lightweight. I like to see a comparison of, compared to a stock lower, what the weight difference is.
I think these are half.
Yeah.
They did weigh them, right? Half the difference. And plus titanium, you don't ever have to like get this powder coat or anything. So like you stick it on the car, it looks sweet. It's lighter weight, and honestly, you sound like a badass. You're like, yeah, I got titanium lowers on this thing. Like no one else does. Chris, what kind of lower control arms you got on the Bad Apple?
Titanium.
Look at that. He's lying, but he's gonna get a set of titanium.
John's, look at him gripping it.
No, I'm gonna get Chris a set because I gotta have my boy Chris sitting right.
The pores in their chromoly.
Yeah, the pores in their chroma. I bet you have an aux cord in that thing too. Got a JW bell housing. That's a stock case 400. Just got freshened up by Mark Mickey, and he put a nice Moroso pan on it, which is like, is it a Moroso pan? Or it's a sheet metal pan.
Yeah, I think
which
it's Moroso.
I like the sheet metal pan a whole lot better than the cast pan. Just zoom in on your pan there.
No.
Just zoom in on
not
there.
gonna do it.
There's an HDMI cord.
Not gonna do it.
There's not HDMI. There's an aux cord. There's an aux cord coming out of.
Congratulations, you played yourself, bitch.
But I did opt for the JW bell housing, which I feel like is an upgrade. Just trying to be a little bit safer. It's very good to have the SFI stuff on there. And then we got a F1X gear drive blower. It's set up right now for an alternator setup, but we're going to ditch that. Matt's going to explain why we're ditching that.
Race car. Why do you need an alternator? Now we're gonna get rid of that, and we're gonna go to a external oil pump. This car probably do pretty good in the 60 foot, so better oil control, better oil pressure. LS is the stock pump is not really efficient for making a lot of oil pressure. It has a lot of cavitation and aeration of the oil, so they work, but an external pump will work better, spur gear style. That's why we did that on the black sheep, because we were getting into some oil control issues. Right after 60 foot it was dropping. We were only seeing about 40 pounds out the back.
Which I will say, super pleased with that swap. The swap was a little bit of pain in the ass. Chris, would you say that swap was a pain in the ass going from internal oil pump to external?
Just the unknowns.
Yeah, just, you know,
Because
normally...
we've never done it before.
Yeah, normally it would bolt right up. The stuff from Aviate, John does excellent work. His pumps are really quality. I run them. The bracket configurations are great. You know, if you're going to a motor plate or mount it to the engine, he has a lot of different options. In that application, it's just like everything. When you got parts from this company and that company, and you got headers over here, and it just sometimes stuff doesn't fit. So a little bit of modification. But now, I mean, how much oil pressure
we made 88 pounds of oil pressure out the back pretty much consistently.
Yeah.
We switched over to that Schaefer's oil. We did not see an oil pressure drop. We have an oil pan heater in there, so we're able to bake out a lot of the moisture.
Yeah, clean out the methanol.
It's definitely happier.
Yep.
That way for sure.
So definitely a reliability, and it's really helping the engine. You know, oil's lifeblood. You don't want to run 40 pounds of oil pressure out the back. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run a bracket off that. On this one, it's probably gonna be mounted on the motor plate, driven
Could be
off.
facing backwards or something.
Yeah, it could be backwards. Fuel pump drives off of it,
Yep.
so it's all contained. Package really nice and tight. You only got to worry about one belt, so that's gonna be the setup. Hopefully this thing, I think it would probably, you know, 430s. I think it's obtainable.
Yeah, if this thing goes 430s, I mean, I'm honestly looking to have something. You know, we got the Black Sheep, which is set up to go, you know, extremely badass. We got the Colorado, which is evolving into extremely badass. The chassis that Bob at Coker Chassis is doing is like above and beyond absolutely spectacular. So that thing's gonna be slick. It's got a very, I don't know how much I can reveal. It's got a 5.3 in it, but it should be pretty stout. We're gonna run 98 on that as well, and then we're gonna have this thing, which, you know, I thought would be good for like the shootouts. But one thing that we have a common issue with all the TKM motors is we don't have a lack of power.
Yeah, no, it's
we can generally make some
it's
power.
reliable, make some power. This chassis, you know, this is an older car. It's got enough chassis to where it's safe. You probably don't want to try to go crazy fast with it, just because, you know, it is an older chassis. You know, it does still have an 8.8, but this is going to be the perfect, you know, if you want to go out and run a 450, this is the car. Like, you go to a shootout, you want to just throw it on an open trailer, you just load the shit on there, put fuel in it, and go make passes. So hopefully with the blower, it's reliable. I'm not really a big blower.
I have a little bit of blower experience when we had the Hemi stuff. All I know is, even just from doing the burnout contest with it, it rattles shit loose. So I guess like the biggest thing with the blower stuff is just going over it, making sure everything's tight. So I guess as far as game plan, we're picking up the motor for Slick Rick, so you guys will see that in tomorrow's video, so be on the lookout for that. And then we are going to work on that, and I guess work on this. Black Sheep should be some PR, preventative maintenance stuff on there. We got pretty much like everything here drivetrain wise. Like Matt said, it's already got an 8.8. I got to put the front end back together, put the wheels on it, get some rear wheels for it and set it down, and then put all this stuff in there and wire it. And it's pretty cool. I mean, obviously a lot of odds and ends things. You gotta get switch panels, gotta get shifters. But I think overall, you know, the things that are gonna take the longest are, you know, configuring the fuel pump, the oil pump setup, making a fuel tank for it, and just kind of
Doing some plumbing
stuff
kind
like
of everything. So we're gonna do some tricky stuff with the boost control on this. So we're gonna try some new stuff. I'm always into trying new things.
And one thing that I do want to say is, if anyone's out there selling a Mustang front end, a one-piece front end, bumper and fenders together, fiberglass, I'm definitely looking for that. I was looking at the Shonex stuff, possibly even a 4i front end. But the Shonex stuff's nice, but it's just, dude, we got extra G-body front end doors there. Got that for $1,000. Shonex stuff wants $2,000 just for the front end. So it's expensive, but they're nice. There's a little bit of weight. So if someone's got one in decent shape, outlaw front end with fenders, I mean, I'm definitely interested in possibly getting that. So
You gonna leave the doors on it, or are you gonna go with fiberglass doors?
For this point in time, I'm gonna leave the factory doors on there. They got roll-up optic armor in them. It's gonna be something later on down the road. We want to switch. We can switch. My thing is, I just want to get the car together, get it cranked up and running, so we can stick it in the other room, the race car room with some of the completed cars, and go from there, and then free the space up for the next project. So we're getting down to the wire. After this in the Colorado, I'm pretty much.
We're just gonna be racing.
We're just gonna be racing. That's the plan.
I can't wait for Slick Rick though. We're gonna do.
Don't give it away. That's tomorrow's video. So check in tomorrow. We're gonna go over the power plant and the complete configuration for Slick Rick. It's gonna be absolutely badass. And yeah, so don't forget, go to lsnatch.com. I know we talked this whole video, but we're about to go racing for 4 days, so y'all can just tolerate it.
Yeah.
Oh, you made a terrible video talking about all your damn race car parts, and you're gonna bust everyone's ass all year. Sorry, test all year. Let's get that right. We don't test this year. In other news, Phil's hair's kind of getting long.
Yeah. I'm gonna be driving the cow now.
Oh.
You can tell them. Tell the people.
Yeah, I'm driving the cow now.
Bring it out of time.
Yeah, bring it out of time. And see all the pollen that's on it? I'm gonna do a burnout and knock the dust off of it.
Just don't knock your wig off.
Probably. I'll probably have to cut that.
You know, Shannon did such a great job on the door. You might be able to get him to fit that Regal front end on here.
All right, guys, go to lsnatch.com, get entered to win that badass Mustang. We're gonna put this badass Mustang together, and we're gonna build some zoomies for it, maybe.
Oof.
We're gonna end the video on that note because I don't know what.
Break the internet with the Regal front end like that. 240 with the Regal front end.
And you call it the Rustang.
I hate all y'all.
All right.
We're going to Woodstock.
Going to Woodstock. Gonna make some passes, do some testing.
Oh, also look at this. Look at this intake I got for the Colorado. For the Colorado. I do have this exact intake on the Colorado, but I got this for the Black Sheep upgraded CID intake, 4.0. LS7 port, dash 12 fuel rails.
I'm telling you, you need to talk to Frankenstein about doing their.
Is your thumb that small?
Possibly talking to Frankenstein and doing their
Your
elbow.
thumb was
So.
too weak. Both of your thumbs can fit in that.
So.
You weak bitch.
Hold it down a little bit more.